How are you? For example, lobster bisque. You understand? If you really make it really rich, what happens? When the chefs taste, what happens is they put a spoon and they taste one spoon or like a little bit.
Yeah.
Feels good. But imagine a guest who wants to have a bowl of it, and if it is too rich, what happens?
Too full.
It overwhelms the
It overwhelms you. Yeah.
This is where I said, no. What you're talking, you taste a spoon, you dip a spoon and you taste and you say, oh wow, it explodes in your mouth. Yes. But what happened now after 5 spoonful of it?
It's overwhelming.
You understand? Same with the onion soup. People, oh, I want a nice glaze, nice. Yes. Imagine a big bowl of this onion soup. No. I want it mellow. Yes, you should feel it. Exactly. That's where like most of the chefs and me, fight. Now, for example, the doneness, all right? It's very hard to get if you really don't have an online experience on doing it. It's not an easy task. For example, when it was busy, I had 80 guests here, right, in 1 hour. That means I have 80 steaks down there.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. All of different stages and all of different cuts. Okay. But we never use thermometer.
No,
we never use it. It's all by the firmness of the meat, by the touch, right?
Right.
Okay. It's here. It's a calculation.
Yeah.
Right. Timing, the temperature, and the calculation, and judge.
And how long it takes from here to the table.
Exactly. And plus how long it sits there. There's a big component in that is the resting up. Now the problem here is you have one starter or you might have a 2-star. The moment the ticket comes, all right, I have to put the meat. Because how fast you want to have the starter is one. All right. Doesn't matter. Maybe you have only one starter, but if you sit down with the starter, having a nice chat, and the guest tells the server, hey, please don't push me, let us enjoy, let's take our time. The problem is, I cannot make the meat wait for long. It was almost bloody there by the time it reached there, and especially with the strip-loin steak and the cowboy steak, you have to be really, some meats are like that. Okay, from there it comes here, I come with the steak, the guest cuts in, almost medium well.
Right.
Yeah.
So sometimes it happens. So now my question is, or my advice to everyone, never allow the guest to get frustrated. That's the key point.
I like that.
I always tell them, the moment you serve, give them time to cut the meat and you just pass by and ask them. Because what happens is sometimes there is no server to inform somebody to what happened. And by the time they reach, it's the frustration is building up. And by the time they come to me, and by the time I reach the table, your partners or whatever, they might be already start to eat, and you have to sit and wait for a response.
Yeah.
So that is very critical for me. I said never do that. So number one thumb rule, what I learned is guest is always right. Never argue with them. The guest says maybe medium for us, maybe for the guest it's not medium. Fine. Ask them exactly what they want. They need to cook a little bit more, cook a little bit down, what they want. Change the steak. And if some guests, they might order for a ribeye or might order for a meal, and then they say, I don't like this cut off. Please ask them straight away. What alternative you want? Don't waste time. The time there is very critical. The more the guests get frustrated, it builds up.
Yeah.
So something else. That's the only way we can do it. And that's very important, and that's where we all get hit down. You know what?
Right.
Everything is nice, people are there. But then when they get back to their life, they're busy, right? They get back after the vacation.
Exactly.
Completely they forget and they're too busy. And then what happens is like, what happened now? Now for us, we go by ratings, all right? And it's very important for us.
Very important. In races and
promotion.
For me, moving forward. And for me, it is all about the reason even I come to, I make myself, even though it is busy, I run my health, my cooks over there, and then I squeeze out. The only advantage I have than the other sous chefs out there is I can come straight to the table and talk to the guest. It's not only about the good things. I need to know where I lack. So when it's from that experience, I can straight away improve on it. All right, so for example, every day briefing, I go and tell them, okay, this is what the guest wants. This is what I think we lack, or this is where I think we need to make an adjustment. Because everybody's palates are not same. Yeah, I understand. And then I have to see the demography of it. Like sometimes I see a lot of hey, thank you, sir. Pleasure. A lot of Asian. Sometimes I see a lot of Spanish. Everybody works in a different everybody's palates are different.
That's got to be a huge challenge for you.
Exactly. And then I've done that like years before.
Have you? Okay.
I've done that, but this is not this menu. It was like 12 years ago, 13 years ago.
Okay.
All right. Once I got a chance to do that because the chef I had to go on a conference, and then I was there. Now I'm doing it, and it was fun. And then in the beginning years when we started the chef's table, I was in the behind the scenes making the items for the chef's table. I never come in the limelight. So I just send out the food to the chef's table.